Violence, derived or national stability of wrong and adequate conflict resolution. This phenomenon is ancient as man and his interpersonal issues. One of the first cases is in Genesis, the death betrayed by Cain and his punishment, because he's anxious as man and he's born under lack of stability, which in hypermodernness that encompasses had become increasingly disposable. In a short story, Saramago says that a small merchant has a neighbor whose oral era had provided him with clay flower pots. One day, plastic flower pots from China arrived. At 1/10 was the cost. He stopped the buyer from his neighbor. Saramago's conclusion is interesting. In this age, there is nothing more dispensable than human being. Lack of stability should not frighten us, but defy us. Huron, the centaur, has incurable wounds, but is not impeded from curing others. Furthermore, when asked the oracle of Delphos, answered, "He who has wonder shall rule." It implies aside for greed a real change from one of the manifestations of life, behavior. It must be achieved through restoration and amendment. Freud was pessimist regarding the possibility of eradicating war as a solution to the problem. As revealed by the letter he wrote Einstein in response to the thesis on proposal to sign a manifest advocating for the prescription of war. In my country, philosophers from time analyzed the history of the Western Hemisphere from one genocide to the next, while accusing and condemning everyone and violating human rights. The most significant part of his study is the blood spilled by the West leaving no stain. Bernard de Claraval, the saint that justified the crusade, said that who kills for Christ is not a homicide, but an evicide. Liberalism secularized St. Bernard and sacralized political violence against all opposers. Democrats do not kill people, they kill anti-democratic monsters. One beast in turn on Jean Bloc. The world and everyone is immersed in lack of acceptability, involved in culture, in war, and even regarding climate. Since the conflict may beginning to solve, violence is over, indesirable. Finding another solution will always be more human. Nowadays, there is practically no country or institution does not have to deal with violence. Psychoanalyst Reuilly wrote here that our time is fascinated by violence against oneself or others. I could agree too much is its incorporate the subject of suicide. I will simply say that I come from the South American countries that has the highest suicide rate for age group, including children. Let us be tolerant regarding the other thing and experience difference as long as the cause not hurt to other. St. Paul said that it's good that hatred exists because our faith doesn't change. I think of every day when I see deviation in the field of psychotherapy that will be shall recall Reuilly. The freedom of Satan extends mine to infinity. Aggressiveness must be considered one of the main contrasts of our psychology because it's linked to courage and cowardice. Dr. Pagani has illustrated this, especially essay entitled "From Aggressivity to Cognitive Feeling." lies the solution to all human conflicts, as Adler pointed out when he returned from the war front. When the Nietzsche heard Bauchat rule, that was scandalized because the term did not exist in philosophy. Adler answers convincingly. This is what the world needs, a feeling of community. Let us approach conflict with family violence, which can suffer in case of no aggression to the last state. We became an aggressor or a victim, a girl moving where herdsman repeats itself from superior to subordinates. At school, bullying is where on average training occur for greater violence, pressure, good end and ideology, but is carried out in name of democracy, with much clearer manifestation as pointed out by Kurt Adler is imperialism, and violence against diversity and other fields a form of Nazism. That's not respectable to do a float in the community theory. This contract is quasi-pantheist because it teaches, as well said, there is no difference between the lives of Spartans was one home. In the prologue, the richest pastor, by from Fanon, the Antillean psychiatrist, with Adlerian repercussion, in a mainly specialist in tortured people by colonialism, Jean-Paul Sartre wrote, the blinding sound of torture is absence. There is not a love that's not enforced, not a face that's not painted to high fire or anger. In other words, a colonial potence was the name of a country. We should take care that is not become the name of any roses. Sartre called to stand insisting on the ethic of commitment to no rot in concentration camps. Mandela experienced the message, and today is an example of a democracy, of peace, of tolerance, in some, on community freedom. When looking at the aggressor, we can see the hidden cowardice, with the riches and insights of his courage with increases and we no longer need to abuse. From the greatest poet, Homer, the condemnation of swords appears in both on his words, right as iblis, in Greek, excess, capital vice, or temporary insanity. Homer Spain surprised all expectation, assuming a great practice come. Taylor considers the apertures of man, those very inventives, was that the strongest simplicity of soul, wander the sea. For this, his fatal God, which caused infinite misfortunes to the Greeks. The above mentioned as for classicism, as we recall, heard from Professor Reuilly, does not show resignation, but a great analysis of the war, and thus of himself. Achilles resigned to his love, Don Quixote died sane, and Fausto, Citterbin, a mere mortal. It is the confirmation of the sun present in Adlerian clinics of Vienna. It's never too late. Adler was a Jesus time from a political point of view, and so discriminate those who wanted to impose social change through violence and those who wanted to achieve it by persuasion. We must not allow violence to become established. I met a teacher who was the victim of Peter's husband and her children. To them, it was normal. The intervention of someone was necessary. Beliefs are always spread as a fashion. In the society of Europe, Spain, with 40 years of fascism, has a great rate of domestic violence of the continent. I cannot think about that and the seventh circle. We allow the violence. I would like to briefly refer to the violence in psychotherapy. That doesn't show through, not respecting the patient timing, making direct questions, insisting in anguished situation, criticizing what the patient does, showing, insisting what they believe to be good is bad, discussing beliefs, being thinkingly sweet with positive affirmation. We have seen that therapists that do this will work in group and start being big dividers. It's necessary to consider political violence with phone classes. Politics is an extension of war by other means. War is an extension of politics by other means. Here both revolutionary violence and its counterpart, reactionary violence, fit. Disproportionate aggressiveness can become personal violence, an encounter with an excess of power that brought over international rights and punch, and goes from individual terrorism to terrorism state, with structures and forced disappearances of people and the ignorance and utopia like international rights. The solution can be found in prevention and individual psychotherapy or in group with the points of view belong to the first decade of the 20th century. It's necessary to change the person inside and necessary to change also the society. Continue to change the society as the difference between thought and outlook. The lawyers will find in a basis psychotherapy approach, in a positive motor thought to deny aggressiveness and positively manifest questa aggressiveness. The antidote lies in the axiology. That is the basis of individual psychology. It's not customary to have our recipes in Adlerian congresses. In our more centennial community, we have learned that violence begins with noise and with increasing in the volume of our voice. I will manage to intervene in which will rightfully be called pacifiers. Fanaticism is one of the sources of violence. I'll illustrate a beautiful and mystical fanaticism that really loves truth. Amongst our analysis of polarity, as Adlerianos was, revealed terrible fear, a feeling of inferiority, and adequately compensated dependencies. Reuters agency in October 2013 revealed that in global scale, every 75 seconds, a person dies to chemical weapons. It's a very gross contribution. According to Interpol, it generated a profit of more than 1,800 million euros. The report states that in Bogotá there are 650 million illegal weapons in civilian hands. On a global scale, the third place is occupied by the United States, which had 279 million illegal weapons, one per capita, in contrast to Germany, which has 25 million, one every 3 inhabitants. Psychotherapy care of the victim as well as the perpetrator is the aim of the Congress to promote research and techniques. Castorian wrote an essay anti-type, the violence of interpretation. At the time it was of some use. This was frequent that therapists would abuse their patients, leaving them in a shit condition with ability because of mobilized affection. Then went to the other extreme and crashing them. This is good alone. It is essential in therapy, which has been children with complaint of excessive encouragement and perceived unfairness on behalf of the therapist. This has a rebound effect. the patient perceived the portion of the bone with the therapy's role increasingly precarious until the analysis accomplished with the interaction, the therapeutic process, to touch the other opposite, to carry and put out aggressiveness is cleared, to use others bipolarity and hermaphrodite opinion. It's a way of using Hegelian dialectic, which Plato is also a Socratic method. Epistemologically, we will be coherent, because Hegel is a idealist, as Kant. We have seen how lately, let's not mention the genocide euphemistically called preventive wars, declaration, and even resolution in the United Nations are taken that certain powerful countries not abide or veto. For them, the law of gravity is still applied and therefore shall be resounding. Let's serve a precaution to enough and form by nation who became accomplices to the fall of democratic regime and do so in name of democracy. We say that nobody, the media, and Hegel who declassify state terrorism information are useful, but it's necessary that the victim learn to defend himself. I would like to render tribute to some of the heroes of information and respect to others, Michael Moore and Noam Chomsky, and from the School of Peter, Sean Paul and now Francis, who fought against the invention and so doing about it in increased local terrorism, as occurred in other countries we were invaded to steal their wealth. Chomsky is a man full of hope and who transmits that hope when, in spite of the difficulties of the precarious war at the rim of conflicts, Orwell insists in how far we have come and the possibility of a better relationship between men and nations. It's obvious that one of the world's perversion is that of the name. There are terrorist countries that call themselves democracies, when in fact they are plutocracies. In Greek, government of the rich. And Yaír Hazán Psych, of supported exploitation of man by man, one particular, is going to say, I speak a lot about politics. It's good to record that Sharon Bruna claims that education is always politic, and the fact that since psychotherapy is also education, is also politics. Where the patient chooses freely and responsibly, this responsibility implies human consequences, and there are individual, institutions, and nations that generate violence outside. With the fantasy, we will avoid it within, although later they will have a shooting in a school next door to the church of a Methodist church. In order to understand therapy for the perpetrator of the victim, it is necessary to know that violence causes division, fear, inspires self-development, and lower self-esteem. It's paradoxical or complementary that violence increases in the world. Therapies and therapeutic intervention become lighter, more innocuous. The therapeutic setting becomes fatal and turn into a place for holding company. Stopping violence is the first step. We might understand with the prophecy that peace is the brother of justice. A fellow countryman of the previous century, Javier Hazán, speaking of the violence of the powerful set, that violence is the rampart that is proud folly was attempting to stop the way, ends up assembling around it all sorts of violence that finally undermine and demolish it. Rimasti teological and holistic therapy that examine the entire lifestyle, further social interest, and amendment actively combat a form of violence. Utopia is necessary. Let's go to Utopia. Thank you very much.
Some time for questions?